Hi guys, and welcome to my Lasius Niger's 3-month update. It's actually been exactly 12 weeks since I caught her and put her in her test tube, and actually she's doing really well. And a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, she actually hatched out her first worker, which was awesome, and her brood's really big. She looks very healthy, so everything is great there. But I do need to let you guys know that I no longer have the Lasius flora. Basically, I realised that in these early stages when they're in the test tube, I have to decide whether or not to keep them, because if they get to have quite a big colony and then I want to move them because I can't look after them anymore, that's kind of mean to them. So I decided to give her away to a friend, and we connected her to a different test tube, waited for her to move, which took ages. I put a lamp on her for ages and it just took so long. She eventually moved. It took a few days. She took her brood with her, she's settled, put the plug in, gave her to a friend. Then I went to clean out the test tube later that day, and as I was about to pull out the cotton bit of the test tube, I realised there was like a little batch of like eggs or larvae just down the side of the cotton. And then I was in a bit of a dilemma because I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to waste these, I don't want to throw these away. So I decided to put them in with Jemima, since she's a Lasius Niger, they're Lasius flavas. They're very similar ants, they live in similar environment, pretty much the same environment. So I figured this would kind of work out. Either she'll eat them and feed them to her brood, or she'll accept them as her own. And since she has a work with her, I thought she could probably deal with an extra few little mouths to feed. And I have to say, I haven't seen her eat any. And as you can see, they're very good with their brood. They're very full on with them, they protect them, and it's awesome. So in a few weeks or months' time, we may have a mixed colony. I don't know really how many Lasius flavas will actually hatch out, because I swear there wasn't that many, but you don't really know because it was like a little bunch of eggs merged together, so it's hard to tell. But it will be cool that they will just be raised knowing they have to serve the queen. Even though she's a different colour, a different species, they'll just be accepted as a sister in the whole colony, which I think is really awesome. So we'll have to see how that works out, probably in the next update, hopefully. As for feeding, I have been giving them a tiny pinprick of honey. It's very important not to give them too much because they could just actually drown in it and get stuck in it, and it's really bad. So a little pinprick, Jemima goes crazy over it and pretty much eats it all at once. Then every now and again, when I find a dead cricket in my cricket box for my geckos, if it's freshly dead, I'll take it out, I'll cut off its head just to be sure that it is definitely dead, and I'll put it in with them. The problem with this one I found is it was pretty much motionless. I cut off its head and its legs started twitching because of all the nerves. So I cut off its legs and its thorax, and it was still kind of moving, and it disturbed me so much because I was like, I don't even know if this is technically alive or it's just its nerves. But I just left it in there. And I noticed Jemima did this, and I don't know if they have the ability to sting, but it kind of looks like that's what she's trying to do. So, I don't know, I thought that was quite interesting. But other than that, they're doing really, really well. It's taken a while, obviously 3 months. We only have one worker, but we have loads and loads of larvae. I don't know why they don't all turn into workers at the same time. Is there a good reason for that? Because you would think if they're all laid, like the eggs are all laid at the same time, you'd think, okay, they're all going to larvae at the same time, or pupate, or hatch. No, we only have one worker. I don't know why. If you know, let me know. If you have any tips, let me know in the comment section below. I'd also like to say thank you to Asian Batman, because you have been very helpful when it comes to the ants. And also I'd like to give a shout out to Audrey Patrick. I hope you guys have enjoyed this update, and thank you very much for watching.